Okay, let's keep moving down here. So you can see some of his tomatoes are ripening. Who wants one? Okay. Tomatoes are ripening. He's doing a good job. There he's got peppers, but these ones are called banana peppers, and they're not. These ones are not hot. Now, who mentioned eggplant? Yeah, this is eggplant right here. And eggplant, these are the flowers. They're purple flowers, and the eggplant will grow there, and then it will drop down. So that is eggplant, and eggplant loves hot weather. So that's why it's nice and tall here. So it loves it. Now over here, we have a forest of tomatoes. We have so many tomatoes in here. This will produce more tomatoes than all of us could eat. Right here. It's a giant amount of tomatoes. And if you just search down and around, you can usually find it's already starting to ripen. And then inside here, you see we've got squash growing as well. The squash is going all around. So when they planted this, they didn't plan for all of this. Now, this blossom, people love to eat them.
What?
Yes, these are very, very good. They love to eat them. There's a specialty. If you were in a restaurant, a high-end restaurant, they would offer you squash blossoms with like maybe eggs. And it would be just sauteed a little bit in butter really quickly, and that would be very, very expensive. Okay, over here, what was that? You saw that already? What is this one? It's purple, and it hangs right over there.
Eggplant.
Eggplant, yeah. And now, look at down here. What do you think that is? Or what is that going to be? Anyone know? Weed. And over here, what is this? It's one of my favorites. And today, I'm going to be taking some home, and I will be making. I will be using this to bake, and I'm baking something. What is it? What is this? Rhubarb, yeah. Mm. Who likes sweet and sour together? Like sweet and sour?
No.
Come on, try it. Sweet and sour. I love it. Okay. Now, this is good. This is good. But this part here, the leaf, poison.
Okay.
This, good. This part, poison. Yeah. When I was a kid, I grew up on a farm, and I would get in trouble because all day I would pick my grandmother's rhubarb and I would eat it all. Why do we plant sunflowers everywhere? Why?
It's fun.
Yes, because they're pretty. Yeah. Yes. Why else? Yes. Another reason? Bees. We want bees. Bees. Because we need them to pollinate. If they don't pollinate our garden, we don't have any vegetables. So we need the bees. So we plant attractive flowers to attract bees. That looks pretty, but also to attract. Okay? So down here, this is very interesting. I will be surprised if anyone knows what this is. Okay? What is this? It's a bulb, and it looks like a spider. And it grows above the ground. The root grows above the ground, and this is the part that you eat. What is that? What is it? Kohlrabi. 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 And it tastes, when you cut it up into pieces, it tastes like celery. Celery and cabbage. Okay, so you would chop this up and you would boil it, or you would put it in a soup out of it. It is very, very high in vitamin C. It is a very, very good, very delicious. In the States, down in Florida and Georgia, this stuff, they can't get enough of it. They grow it and eat a lot of kohlrabi. They love it. They also eat something that we can't grow up here called jicama. It starts with a J, J-I-C-A-M-A. And it's a brown bulb like this. It's jicama. And it's very sweet and high in inulin. And inulin is helps to regulate your blood sugar. So, yeah. So we move down here. This, see, it's too ripe. When it gets too ripe, it splits. Okay, that means that it should have been picked. So this quality control. Okay. This is a weed. It should come out. This again, you know what this is. We've talked about this. What is this one? Nope. It's, nope. This is kale. Okay, this is kale. This is called Russian kale. This is the kale I like. Okay. Most people like the gorilla kale or black kale because it's a little more tender. This one here is more flavor for me. I like it. And it's a little more chewier when you have to cook it a little longer. But I love Russian kale, more than the black kale. So those are the two most popular varieties. And you can see that there are tomatoes in around here as well. Some tomatoes that are growing too. This is Darlene's here. She has some tomatoes growing, one beet, and she has harvested a whole bunch of stuff. And she told me today she wants to plant more herbs. So she's getting her bed ready for herbs. Here, you know what these are? Again, we talked about these. Peppers, okay? And this here, they call it a weed, but it is what? Purslane, okay? And this is the one you put in your salad. It's kind of like corn flour. This is the one I was telling you tastes like citrusy, like fruit. It tastes like a lemon. So it's edible. It's very good for you. Very healthy. So, okay. And this, of course, is onions. Okay. And onions, the longer that you grow them, the bigger they will get. Now that is it's called a bunching onion. So it won't grow into a bulb. That will grow straight into a stalk. And it may multiply even, like over here. These ones are called, see here? Called a multiplying onion. And I'll use the ends, I'll chop this up, I put it in some salsa that I make with some yummy tomatoes and other vegetables. And a few weeks from now, you'll see another one coming up, just like that. They're called multiplying onions. So, okay. Now, over here you can see Brett's. Brett's got my Russian kale there, and he loves it. It'll be super healthy for it. And then he's got this. Do you know what this is? What is this? What is it? Spinach. This is spinach. Now, Popeye the Sailor Man, that's right. So, spinach, when it gets hot, it thinks it's time to send seeds. So here, look, see? It's sending up its seeds right here. And so if Brett wants more spinach, he has to pull this off. Plus, on top of that, these top leaves, when it gets hot, they lose their sugary taste. So they become a little bitter. So if he wants delicious spinach, he has to keep it trimmed down. They like to be trimmed down in order to grow new shoots, and it's the new spinach that's delicious, not the old, not this spinach. The older the leaves are, the more bitter it will get. People like me, I still eat it, right? But people, fussy people like my teenage girls, my wife, they're like, it tastes bitter, and that means it's been out in the sun too long. It's hot, so you have to keep it trimmed down. This is the way to grow it, and as soon as it gets to here, pick it. Once it gets flat like that, it's going to lose some of its flavor. Okay, and so you can see that Brett's already got yummy tomatoes growing in here. Look at this. Yeah. This tomato here is called tiger stripe. And it's got these green things here that will get pronounced, and it will get brighter and brighter and brighter. So you'll see a yellow and green striped tomato here. Okay, that'll ripen. That's almost ready. You can see down there, he's got little cherry tomatoes too. So, okay, we'll move this way. What do you think this is going to be? No, not a cucumber. No. This is going to be a squash of some sort. Do you know what you planted here, Brett, or no? Not
Yeah,
really?
I planted cucumber.
This one?
Yeah.
Ooh. You're right.
One of them.
Look.
One of them's popping up in this plant.
Okay, look it. There you go. It's picky, so it is a cucumber. I thought it was soft. If it was soft, it would be in the squash or melon family. But when it's picky like that, it's in the cucumber family. And you can see there's where the cucumber will come, right there. Now, this looks like kale, but it's not kale. This is going to be broccoli. And that's what he's doing there. He's picking off the seeds. And that plant will keep growing, and it will even keep growing into the winter. And if we left it there over the winter, it would start growing again. So now a lot of people pull it out and they start fresh and everything like that. But you don't have to. You could leave it there. It will overwinter in southwestern Ontario. So we'll keep moving. What is this? What do you think that is? Look, it looks similar, doesn't it? Is it a tomato? No, that's not. It will have little purple flowers come up here. Is it an eggplant? No, it's a potato. It's potatoes. Now, after they flower and they start to die down a bit, Brett will dig them up and he will have fresh new potatoes. There's nothing like that. Delicious. Okay? Tomatoes here, all different varieties of tomatoes. Once again, there you can see that is going to be some broccoli. Okay? This, weed. Weed. Okay, oh, look at this. Oh my, oh my. Oh, Brett, whose is this again? John?
I don't know.
John? No. Like these got wasted. That one got wasted. These ones will be very sweet. Here, you know what this one? It'll be very, very sweet. Almost gone bad, but it'll be good. Okay. This here, what are these? Strawberries. This here, what is this one? What is it? This is lemon basil. Crush it in your finger. Lemon basil. B-A-S-I-L. Oh, lemon basil. This here, Thai. Oh. Oh, smell that. You put that. Okay. Okay. There you go. Okay. So he has made a little herb garden here. Here, oregano. Oh, delicious. Smell that. It smells like black licorice. Okay. There you go. Okay. Over here, he's got some tomatoes. He's bundled them up a little bit. Okay. Now we did some oriental. What is this right here? What is this? It's all picky. It's raspberries. It's a raspberry cake. And even if what happened here is 2 years ago we planted it, and we had some volunteers come from the church, and they thought they were doing a good thing, and they ran over our raspberry canes because they thought they were a weed. So now we're growing them again. Okay, we're growing them again. Study. Get a book, study, practice, garden with somebody who knows and will show you the difference. That's about the only way.
But was it common?
There is no common difference. Okay, there is no common difference. So you never know. You really don't. Okay, because some people, no.
So it's like you gather everything you can find it.
If you don't know, you need to be with somebody who does know, because people might think that's a weed, right? But it's not. It's an herb. Okay? Someone might think that this is crabgrass. It's not. It's oriental grass that we planted. Why do we know? Because we planted it. We know. And it will grow nice and tall. See over here? This is oriental grass, but this just regular crabgrass. You just have to know. You know, that's the only way you can do it. And people would think maybe this is a weed. No, it's a cane, right? Is this a weed? No, it's a sunflower, right? Here, is this a weed? Some people say yes. Many people eat this. You won't like it. It's bitter. They eat it. Okay, and they make wine out of it too, because it's a dandelion. Okay? So some people would say it's a weed. Other people will say, no, I harvest it. It's a dandelion. I will crush it. I will make wine out of it, right? Dandelions are best when they're fresh and young and small. Okay? Or if there's lots of water and it's grown really, really big. That's good. Okay?
John, Oh, Barrick, he does the dandelions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This here were the very first two things we put in our garden. The very first thing before we even had anything. Does anyone know what it is? It's a mulberry tree. It has little mulberries on it. And every spring it will grow. Okay, now what they did is they grafted it on it. They grafted it onto a different stem to make it go down. But this will grow and grow and grow. It's very hard to kill a mulberry tree. In my home that I just bought, I have a mulberry tree. It's this big. And they cut the top off of it, and it's about 12 feet high, and it's all grown out everywhere again. You can't kill these trees. They're indestructible. Okay? Come on over here. The season is over, but what is it? Blueberries. Yeah, we have blueberries. So we have maybe a couple there. They're not ripe yet, but the blueberries are done. Yep, they've all been picked. I ate lots of them. Everybody ate lots of them. And people, when you plant blueberries, you need to plant them in very acidic soil, like pine trees and stuff like that. They want acid-based soil to make them grow well. Okay, over here we got more to show. Sorry, are we late, Darlene?
No.
Okay, what is this? What are those? What is this going to be?
Cucumbers.
No,
I don't know.
beans. These will be beans. And they're going to grow up vines, and these here will turn into the beans right there. Okay, and Darlene has done a very good job of growing these beans. Very good job, because it hasn't been an easy season for beans. So she got them in at the right time, and she kept them watered and kept the weeds down, and she's doing really, really good. And that there is called oak leaf lettuce. It's very good too. This one here, what do you think this will be? Don't know? Look down here. What does that look like it will be? Cucumbers, kale. No. What is that going to be? This is the part that will grow. This will grow into cauliflower. Cauliflower and broccoli. So I'm pretty sure this one is going to be cauliflower shoots and broccoli. Okay, that will be a sunflower. Come on over here. You'll see Brandon hasn't done such a great job on his box. So take care, Brett. You got your eggs?
Oh yeah.
Okay. Out at my farm I have chickens too. So you can see when you're a part of a community garden, one of the things you have to recognize is that not everybody knows how to garden. Some people, they want to garden, but they don't really take care of their garden very well. So this is what happens, right? And you try to talk to them about taking good care and using your space wisely, but you know, it just doesn't happen sometimes. And when you're a garden coordinator, you have to be okay with that. You have to be okay with some people maybe not doing so good. These are the ground cherries I was telling you about that got moved. Yeah. That one's right. Let's see that one. These are very, very good. They taste like sugar. Okay? And you usually pick them, they fall off naturally, and this is all brown. That one's pretty ripe, you can try it. But it will go that color there. That's when it tastes the best. So if it comes off the ground, you know, that's when it's ready. But when you transplant, at this time of the year, bad idea, shouldn't do that. So, anyone want to try it? It's like a nutty fruit. There. It's not perfectly ripe yet, but it'll taste okay. Right? You see how these plants, they don't look like those tomatoes over there, right? That's because they didn't get taken care of very well. It's sort of struggling. So, it's sort of struggling. It's called a ground cherry. Over here, look at that bad boy. Yeah? Look at that bad boy. Now, personally, I would harvest that. I would not leave it any longer.
Okay, I'll tell Dave and Rochelle.
Okay.
Tell them
it'll get woody. See, that's what it looks like when it starts.
Wow.
That's when it's most expensive. Well, if you pick a zucchini in the store, you'll see small zucchinis like that go for a fortune, a ton of money, because it hasn't got this big. These ones here, they're not as they give them away because they get there's seeds in the middle. Now, this is the kind of zucchini you use when you want to make zucchini bread. This is the kind of zucchini you use when it gets out to there, if you're going to grill it on the barbecue or something. That's when it's good for that. When it gets that big, you still can grill it, but it's better for zucchini bread. Here we got pimento peppers. He had some orange ones here. I don't see them here yet, but he had some orange ones. I tried them at home, and whew, they're hot. Look at, see, these ones are turning orange there. Yeah, the redder they get, the hotter they get. And here's some beans, and the beans are starting. Okay, so the beans came right out of the flour. They start small like that, and then they go like that. Okay, that cabbage butterfly, we need it. It helps pollinate. This here, it's a weed. I don't know if Dave knows that, but it's a weed. Here's some lettuce here growing. Here is this is radish, okay? And a little red radish. If you don't pick a little red radish, this is what happens to it. It grows big, 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 and then these will all be seeds. Oh, here, okay. But there's no the bulb, the little part that we eat. Okay, that is gone. It used all the energy from the bulb to make it seeds. Okay. Here you can see the beans that are ready to pick down here. There, this is yellow bean. Huh? It's a yellow bean right there. Delicious. Anyone want it? Right? There you go. Okay, yellow bean. And Dave will come here and he will pick his beans and he will take them home. And he lives on social assistance, eh? So fresh vegetables. This is great for him. Fantastic, man. Really, really good. Okay, onions. And then we got some, look here. Huh? Look at that. See that? What's that? Red. Nope, not a radish. It's a beet. That's a tree. That's a beet. And really, that should be covered up like that. Should keep them covered. See how they're getting sun bleached, okay? You have to cover them up with dirt. It should be sun. Look at there. See? Look. Huh? Now that's a beet.
Wow.
Huh? That's a good beet. But it would be red like this. If this one like this because of the sun. Okay, so if it was covered up here to dirt, it would be darker in color. Okay, and this here, the sun dries it out. Okay, but it's still edible. It's still going to be really good. Yes. But these onions are just about ready to harvest. I mean, look at that. Boy, yeah? Boy, I'm going to eat that with joy. Okay, and I put that just a little bulb in springtime, right? So I'm going to keep that covered. I'm going to pop these down like that, you know, and soon they will be ready. Once these sort of dry out a little more, I'll know that the bulb is ready. It won't send any more energy up here, okay? It lets it know that, okay, no more growing up here. Bring it down, keep it covered up like that, keep it healthy, right? And then that bulb will just start to get sweet. And that's, as soon as I see these dry a little bit, it'll be good. Now, over here, this is not a weed. Okay, this is not a weed. What is this? Garlic.
Oh,
Garlic.
but why is
Garlic. Okay. Now, what we will do with this is this garlic brand is called Music garlic. Okay, and I've been growing this garlic for 5 years, and all my seed for garlic comes from this bulb. I will save one of these, and I will plant it back in there in the fall, and in the summertime it comes back into a whole full one again. So garlic gets planted in the fall, not in the spring. Yeah, so. Look at that. That is very, very good garlic. Very good garlic. Okay. Garlic? Yeah, smell that. Anyone want to take it home and plant it? No? That is very good garlic. Restaurants would pay a fortune for that. Oh. That's outstanding garlic, right? This is not China garlic. That China garlic, you don't know where it's been grown. You don't know. Maybe it was grown in bad soil, but this garlic here, top-notch garlic. This in Toronto, I could sell this bulb here in Toronto for $3-4 for one bulb. So that's what we did. We shipped some of it up from our farm last year. We made a fortune. We had enough money to buy all our seed for this year, just from garlic. So as soon as these come off like this, should be picked. You know, we shouldn't be waiting. I was getting greedy, and I wanted to, that's the perfect size right there. I should have picked it then and stir-fried it, right? But I didn't. So, like this one here, this one will be no good. It's too hard. Gone woody, right? I should have picked it smaller. So, when it's small, like down here. Yeah, it was a bad move on my part. And you know, even older people like myself who've been doing this for a long time, I should have known better. Because usually in the store you buy them that big. I wanted it this big, but it's not good that way. I should have picked it like that. Look at, we're walking through our garden, doing a tour, and we're loaded up with stuff. We could make a whole meal here. Okay, once again, tomatoes, and no, we're almost done. We get down to the last one here. And this is Krista's, and Krista here, oh, there's some ground cherries here for people. This is Krista's box, and she decided to grow cabbages and onions this year. That's what the radishes look like when they go to seed. And so that'll grow into a ball, into cabbages. And she told me the other day that with one of her cabbages, she waited too long too. And it wasn't good. But she should harvest that one really soon, and that one will be soon, and that'll be soon too. And that's all people, everyone coming here, and it's all completely on their free time. So anyway, how was that? Was that a good tour?
Yeah, great. Thank you.